right now I'm in Fuchs. Fuchs is one of the buildings in Rotherham. It is where the field guides live. So field guides are responsible for taking people like me, who aren't exactly trained in technical travel, out into the field to repair science sites, or to take us skiing, or to take us manholing. I'm going manholing tomorrow.
So what is manholing? Manholing is a really old form of glacial travel, where skis are used with skins to pull a pulk, and in that pulk is all of our survival gear, food, tent, everything we need to survive on the expedition.
Good morning, Antarctica! Before I talk, look that way. So we're off hauling, so we've got the pig to go with us, and we're heading all the way over there.
The route is around 30 kilometres and we'll be pulling 100 kilograms behind us the entire way. That has all of our food, all of our shelter, all of the emergency comms that we need to communicate with Rotherham. Our entire life support will be strapped to our waist, dangling about 100 metres from an ice cliff. It's currently minus 20, but it doesn't feel like that because pulling this pulk is pretty freaking hot. We're just coming out of summer, so we have about 20 hours of daylight, and that should be increasing to the point where we get no sun in the middle of winter. Welcome to Camp 1 after 8 hours of hauling. This is the quarterway point.
Why is the rum gone?
No, this
didn't have any rum.
This is 1.5 litres, and we've only got 1 litre in it. It's basic maths.
I feel like that should be full.
As an engineer, you should understand how this works. 1 plus 1 means 2, but 1.5 plus 1 means there's a 1.5 there.
I can tell you're a field guide. Love it.
At least it's a 3-course meal tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, hi. And chocolate.
And chocolate, it is. Excellent.
The peak is only 5 kilometres from this campsite, but the nearest source of help is 20 kilometres away, and at minus 20 that's really far, especially as there are no aircraft and all the rescue is on foot. So we have to pack up all of our equipment and take it with us in case we get caught in a blow and have to save ourselves.
Welcome to Land Before Time. Jurassic Park.
Hot, toasty, sweaty Betty. Who'd have thought it in Antarctica you'd get hot?
Are you looking up at me?
Do they?
Because no one watches Jazzy's.
My mum does. No, she doesn't actually. She's like, why don't you send more videos? I'm like, there's loads on the internet. Just watch it.
Good snow conditions.
We made it! We summited Cyan Peak on Adelaide Island in Antarctica. It's been a pretty long day and we are all giddy. There might be the rum, there might be the endorphins, but we're going to hit the hay. We're due some pretty bad weather tomorrow, so we'll let you know how that goes. Today has been a layup day. It's been too stormy for us to haul anywhere, so we tried to get out to a local mountain. Didn't get very far, got beat back to the tent to assess our war wounds from the hauling of the day before and drink tea and whiskey. Part of the equipment we use are these Tilly and Primus lamps, the same Primus lamps that were used 100 years ago by Shackleton's expedition, and the reason why we still use them is even though they're heavy, they're really easy to service, they run on kerosene, they're incredibly simple, and they will always work. And you want your equipment to always work when you're as isolated as we are. After a seriously cold night at -22, we are now going to move our campsite closer to Rothera at the base of what's called the Trident area. So there are 20 people who are wintering at Rothera Research Station at the moment, and we are going to be on this island for the next year and a half. Now, Adelaide Island is incredibly dangerous. It's incredibly glaciated with lots of crevasses, so the area that we can travel in is very limited. As a perk of the job, each member of the station, be it the engineer or the plumber or marine assistant or the chef, are allowed 2 weeks out into the field with a field guide to make sure that you're safe, to climb, to ski, to go crevassing, to do photography, whatever you want. So me and Ryan chose man hauling. The 2 weeks is split a week before midwinter and a week after midwinter. And the schedules are organised so everyone gets the same amount of daylight, because some people may get 24 hours of daylight at one trip and no daylight on the second trip. Because we sacrificed our feet for speed, we have climbed Cyan a day early. But that means we've got an extra day to kill, so we're going to explore the local area, do some ice climbing, do some mixed climbing, and do some crevassing.
Where to now, Ed? Tea and medals?
Tea and medals. I'm going to get down first in one piece.
Nice. A little bit harder than one was expected.
Wasn't that hard?
Halfway up, Mark looks down and he goes, "This ain't grade 3.
In hindsight, it was grade 3. At the time, there's lots of other variables. It felt very flustered, but yeah, it's definitely grade 3.
It's what time? 6 in the morning?
It's 6:43.
6:43.
It is specked. Sun's coming up.
It's pretty
still
stunning.
below the mountains on the peninsula.
Yeah.
But give it another half an hour and that sun is going to start peeking up above those mountains.
For the reason,
Glorious.
is why are we up this early in Holland?
Because we wanted to haul at sunrise. And because at lunchtime it's going to be blowing like fuck.
30 knot winds, and we're going to have to haul 11k back to base.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. At least it's a tailwind. But,
I don't understand. If I just point it just takes me places.
we just got to go. You can see Rothera. We just go in a straight
Are we
line.
just going to use the pokes as boats? And,
Yeah.
Get to the sea and just paddle down?
Yeah, I
Just
reckon it was
say-
a float.
Oh, that was a fucking great idea.
Lovely, Ed.
I bet you're wondering, if you could snowboard and ice climb and ski, why would you choose man hauling? And at this point, I was asking myself that very same question. Because it's hard. That's also why I did it, because it is really, really hard. And the best things in life are things that are difficult, because you got to struggle through it. Your reward at the end is the elation that you've achieved something. I was pretty tired at this point, so I didn't take much more footage, but I did take a photo, so here's a photo of us at the finish line. And if you want my 2 cents, you probably don't. Sometimes the hard path in life is more rewarding. How was today?
What's up? It was hard work.
It was hard.
But it was worth it. Worth it to sit in this pyramid tent looking out the view.
It's not a bad
Which
view.
you're now filling.
I am the view at the
Which
moment.
you're now the view.
How far did we go today? Anyone know?
So I just like to point out, we went 14 kilometres under our own steam.
Did we skidoo this morning? No, we didn't.
Who skidooed? I didn't skidoo. I was just on the back enjoying life.
Been probably like 12k altogether from the edge of the flag line to here.
How much weight were you carrying each?
Over 100 kilos.
Over 100 kilos.
5 kilos.
5 kilometres to Cyan?
6, I think.
6?
Yeah, 6 to Cyan. And then like 2 or 3k up.
And your shins are pretty chafed.
Oh, they look great at the minute. Like there's no blood or anything.
Was there blood before?
Ah, yeah, they were pretty gammy before, but right now they're pretty spectacular. You know?
And you, Ryan, how are your feet doing?
A little bit sore in places, but on the whole, better than some.
Yeah.
I think I'm the benchmark for fog levels.
Ah, thanks, man.